Welcome, Lake Howell High School, to your Hawk News.
Hello everyone, welcome to this Hawks News Nest update. I'm Julia Henry. We will get to the next Silverhawks coach show in a minute, but first this announcement. The Lake Howell Winter Guard took home top honors at the FFCC East Premier Show at Lake Brantley High School over the weekend. JV came in second in Class AA, and the varsity squad were the big winners, coming first overall in Class A. The Winter Guard's next competition will be February 6th for JV at University High School in Orange City and February 20th for varsity at Gaither High School in Tampa. That was your Hawks News Nest update. Now it's time for the Silverhawks Coach Show with Trevor. Have a great day, Silverhawks.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Silverhawk Coaches Show. And now, here's your host, Zach Stinson.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Silverhawk Coaches Show. Today we're here with Coach Kreahling and the softball team. How are you doing, Coach?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for coming in.
How has the offseason been for you guys?
Awesome this year. We ramped up our off-season stuff. We usually went 2 days a week. We went to 3 days a week. We went off campus this year 1 day a week to a sports training facility, and we continue doing our workouts 2 days a week here at the school. So that was just the summertime. We use the fall. We work out 2 days a week during the fall season. We have 2 days of softball during the fall as well, so we go 4 days a week. So we're real excited about that. We had a great off season. We had great attendance, great turnout. Our girls are in shape this year, and we're excited to get started.
What is going to be the key to repeat a district champs this year?
We talk about doing the ordinary things well all the time. We say that simple things in softball, win and lose games, basic plays, throw and catch. So we always talk about we want to be ourselves. And if we can maintain that identity throughout the season, come district time, new thing we're talking about this year, we want to be as close to normal as possible. Try to maintain that level of play. Make practices a little harder than most people do, and we do that. We'll be prepared for hopefully the district tournament. If we're lucky enough, we can repeat again.
What are going to be some challenges this year?
Over the course of the season, man, there's always something that comes up. Grades, issues come across every team every year. We call them little roadblocks or detours, and we always say that when adversity strikes, which it's going to happen at some point in time this season, whether it's an error, we talked about homework or grades or just something, that's how we kind of establish ourselves. Like, what are you made of when that comes across? So I don't ever want to predict them, but something always comes up. But we always say that it's just a detour towards success when something like a challenge or adversity comes up.
What are you going to be looking forward to most this season?
One thing I learned a couple of years into being a head coach is that no matter how many returners you have, every high school team is new. Every team is new. You cannot rely on last year. It's difficult to replace seniors, and sometimes you have a better class coming in, but every team has its own identity. So what we always look forward to is seeing how the lineup kind of takes shape, see how this team molds together, the chemistry kind of blends. We only graduated 2 players last year, so we have quite a bit returning, an experienced team, but everybody takes on a different role that next year, juniors to seniors, sophomores to juniors. So we always like to see the natural leaders kind of develop and see how the girls have gotten better from the off season. And so we're kind of just looking forward to the game start. We practice so hard. We condition 6 months out of the year just to get to those 3 months of the season. So, we really bust our butts. So we really anticipate those February games when they come along.
You have been one of the most consistent teams on campus. What is the main reason why you've had the success you've had?
Great players. Simple. Just been really blessed that we've had phenomenal talent come through the softball program. It's nice that we've won a couple districts here and there, but players win games, man. It's just been extremely blessed to have a lot of really talented girls come through the program, outstanding girls too, on top of that, not only great softball players, but and we just we tell every senior class that it's their job to maintain that standard of excellence. Our goals don't change year to year. It sounds cliche, but we kind of use the phrase, we don't rebuild, we reload every year. There is no time in high school to have a rebuilding season. I mean, everybody expects you in this generation or this day and age to win as much as possible. So it's nice that the fact that we've had some consistency, we've had some success, but it's well earned, trust me. It's well earned.
All right, now it's time for some rapid fire questions. Who is the biggest jokester on the team?
Me? I would say it's tough to have a jokester when you have a personality like Shanika on your team. But the closet one that caused a little trouble is Annette, I would say. She's a little jokester, I guess you would say.
Who is the best athlete you've ever coached?
That's a tough one. I'll stick to softball. So I would say it's a kind of a tie. I had 2 shortstops come through here. One graduated in 2012, named Samara Gammons. Just great leadoff hitter. Girl flew. She ran like the wind blew, man. And then Serena Cortez was another one, outstanding athlete. But I would say somewhere in between those two.
What is your pregame ritual?
I have a lot of those. Pre-game ritual, I can't eat before games because I'm afraid I'll get sick. So I never eat, and I'm starving through most of the games. I pee a lot too. Like I feel like I have to go to the bathroom a lot, and I'll walk back and forth to the bathroom and not actually have to go. That seems to happen by accident every time.
Who is your favorite childhood athlete?
When I was a real young kid, it's actually back here. Real quick story. You guys can see these pictures. This was my childhood hero, baseball player, Atlanta Braves, Dale Murphy. And then the guy next to him is Roberto Clemente. That was my dad's childhood idol. So I keep those around to remind myself of my dad, and just that was mine, that was his, and so my dad and I are really close. So I like to keep that close by. So Dale Murphy, I guess, the Atlanta Braves.
In 3 words or less, describe your coaching style.
I would say, oh man, 3 words or less. I want to say it's process. We talk about that a lot. We talk a lot about the process. Talk about, I guess, being a champion. Would be another word, champion. Process. I would say hard.
And how far can this team go this season?
Our expectations are states every year. We've reached regional finals a couple times the last few years. Our expectations don't change. That's a little bit part of the program we have here. Talking about not rebuilding. States is always our goal. So I assume that when we go into a season, we put that much time and effort to it. That's going to be the level we want to finish at. Is we want to be the last team to eat. So there's only one team that ends their season with a victory, and we always say that we want that to be us. So we never change our goal from states. So I'll say that.
That's all the time we have today. Thanks for tuning in. Go Hawks.